just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery. Just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery.
Spooky up in here, it's crazy in here. We still gon' keep it going, I'm Knuckles. Nobody scares me. Whoever want it, bring it. I don't care, we can do this. Then come step up to the plate and meet your match. It ain't no thing.
Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day. Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day. rap about a man named Alec Gunter. Tricking this girl and I straight up Alex stumped her. Holding crossbow like he's literally Alec Hunter. Passing a football, call this dude Alec Hunter. When he's doing bad, he is trash like Alec Dunster. Wife is literally cheating, so Alec go confront her. Thinking about stuff he's doing and Alec wonder. Shooting lightning from his fingers like he's Alec Thunder. Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day. Alec Hunter is here to stay. Alec Hunter knows the way. Alec Hunter, king of crochet. Alec Hunter will make your day.
Good afternoon, boys, girls, and MBs of all shapes, sizes, colors, and orientations. Welcome to the one and only Alec Gunter stream. My name is Alec Gunter. It is such a pleasure to be back, finally. I feel like I haven't streamed in a while. I'm saying finally, but maybe I have... No, it's been a week. I think it's been a week. Because I remember, on Friday, I was on Jovan's stream, but I personally didn't stream, just because I didn't feel like setting it all up. When I stream, I like it to be like at least 3 to 4 hours. And I really was not feeling the whole setup, and like doing it yourself is a lot of work as opposed to just hopping on somebody else's stream. So I was like, I'll just do that. But it was fun. If you haven't seen it, I believe it is on Jovan Bradley's live stream channel. I think he has 2 separate channels. And we just debated who the best superhero was. And I decided to hop behind my boy Moomin Rider from One Punch Man. Because he's, you know, I wanted a dark horse pick. Well, you're hot, thank you. I appreciate that. I wanted like a dark horse pick. And so I actually, sorry, since somebody brought up how I look, I have been working out again. I worked out twice in the past week, which is great for me. I meant to go again today. I got caught up doing chores and a little bit of crochet, which I will show you guys in a minute here. But more about the Jovan stream real quick. I hopped on there to defend Moomin Rider. There was Luxander. Luxander was defending Omni-Man, of all people, which is crazy. I don't know why it would think that was a good idea, but I respected the hell out of it because like that's a really hard one to defend. So Omni-Man was like the one that I felt like the most sympathy for, like in terms of like Luxander picking Omni-Man to defend. Because that was, I feel like, the closest to Moomin Rider for the sleeper pick. There was one person, I can't remember the rest of the people. I don't remember their names, I'm not good at names. One person picked Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I don't know anything about. One person picked Avatar Aang. Aang Avatar from Avatar. And then one person picked Superman. And if you can believe it, Superman... Well, actually, I won't spoil anything. I won't spoil anything. If you want to know the results, you'll just have to go watch the live stream for yourself. But I picked Moomin Rider, so you can see where Moomin Rider came placed. No spoilers. Hello, Caddy Loves Bears. I've been working on your thing. I still got nothing really done on the body yet, from what I had last time. Still rocking the booty cheeks, though. Still thick as... It's dummy thick. Thick as thieves, those two. And then I'm working on the shirt, as I showed you. The shirt is just a piece of work. Like, anytime I do clothing... I think after this one, I'm going to be so for real with you. Wow, I just fucked it up. I'm going to have to fix that. I'm going to be so for real with you, though. After I finish this one... So this is the shirt. And I just fucked it up right here, so I'm going to have to fix that somehow. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. But I'll figure it out. Love the green theme. Yes, it was supposed to be flannel, but I can't do flannel. So I just went with the green. And then this is going to go on. Now, it's a little tricky to get on. But like, if I made the sleeves any bigger than what they are, it would look way too bulky. So you kind of got to warm it up to get it on. But once you do, it looks pretty good. The only problem is that the front... I'm not going to bother with the other arm. The only problem is that the front in the neck is a little bit too loose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pinch this together. It's actually a lot too loose. So I'm going to pinch this together and just kind of fold it like that. And then that'll look fine. Sorry, I'm not the best at clothes. I'm doing my best here, though. Making the whole damn bakery, indeed. I'm gonna buy so much InfoWars merch now. I know, right? Now that it's not going to Alex fucking Jones. Absolutely. I hate that I get acne on my arms. I get self-conscious about it. But I told myself I was going to wear the sleeveless shirt today anyway. Unless you have your hearts set on seeing what I finished today in the flesh, I will simply show you a picture of it. Because it was supposed to be Katie's Christmas gift, and I only just finished it. Okay, here it is. You can't see real well against Katie's red. But, you can see it there. So this is Corazon from One Piece. Finally finished him up today, the ugly boy himself. The back was a fucking pain, I will say. Like, this whole apparatus right here is very fluffy and very fun to stim with. But my god, the work it took to get there. What I did was I made a basic flat cape, which was easy. But then the hard part, right, I attached the cape to the back here. Like, I sewed it onto the hood and the back and whatever. And then I started at the bottom, right? And I put a crochet into the first corner right here. And then I for those crocheters out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. I chained 3. Here, I'll show you actually. Why don't I just show you? My bag's a mess. My crochet bag is a fucking mess. Okay, so I'll just use... Brown's a bad color. Let's use... So you can see a little better. So what I did for this... Can you please? So what you do is you crochet into the work. Here, let me grab some... Here. Here's a thing I'm working on. So you crochet into the work like this, right? So you stick your hook in. Your hook. And, I like that. That's funny, actually. You take the hook, stick it in there, and then you grab onto the yarn here, right? You pull that through. I haven't seen One Piece, but nice work. That outfit kind of eats. Good. I'm glad you like it. It does eat. Okay, so then you've got your loop here, right? And then you take the hook and swing through again. And that's your first chain. So I did that 1, 2, 3, and those are chains. And then you skip a chain, you do 1, and I'm just giving you a sense of how long this took. And then 2, backwards, crocheting into the chain you just made. So that's 2. And then... Okay, so that's 1. And then you go to the next one. And you do it all over again. You do the same thing. And I did that every single little thing you see on here. Now, I don't work nearly to the extent that other crocheters work, so to some people this won't seem like much at all. But to me, that was an undertaking. It was a whole ordeal. I thought that was one of the sisters from Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's so funny, actually. Hold on. Absolutely. That's funny. I actually just watched part of an interesting documentary about Ed, Edd n Eddy. It was basically a one-of-a-kind cartoon, very of its time, that will never be replicated. Like, it's... I know that sounds like, you know, obvious, but like, it really was revolutionary for its time. Have you been watching this show, Invincible? Yes. I actually did a poll. And I'm kind of surprised by the results. I really thought this would be a blowout for Mark. It's who clears, Mark Grayson from Invincible or Maki Zenin from Jujutsu Kaisen. I was thinking the one with her eyes covered. I see that one less, but Ed and Eddie sisters. I kind of see it. Oh, I missed it. I moved the page. Whatever. It's tiny, but you get the idea. So, I was kind of expecting Mark Grayson to blow this out. But did Mark think? Good question. Okay, so this is a hard one, right? Because so far, we haven't seen the limits of Maki's power, and we really haven't seen the limits of Toji's power very much. Like, obviously, Gojo is the limit, but, like, what the fuck does that mean? Gojo's invincible, so to speak. Gojo's... Gojo is untouchable. So, of course, like, anybody is going to lose to him. Sorry, I was checking the Discord DM and now I completely lost my train of thought. So that's one reason that it's difficult, and then another reason is that their feats are completely different. Like, Mark is planetary level, but then at the same time, like, he's, for one, his power scaling is all over the place. Just all, like, he 1 second he's blowing up planets, the next he's struggling with an airship. Like, he fucking pick a lane, man. Like, are you the weak underdog, or are you this crazy strong, like, incredible hero? You know? Don't get me wrong. Love the show. Great show. But I do have my critiques. Don't even get me started on the fucking, like, dinosaur aliens that somehow froze on their planet, but then were able to fight perfectly fine in space. Like, that doesn't make a lick of sense. Not at all. Not to mention they didn't add anything. I'm sorry, those dinosaur guys added nothing to that fight. That fight was incredible, and the dinosaur guys were a completely useless point there. It was cool. I will say that. It was cool to have space dinosaurs fighting, but... Anyway, Maki, if you've never seen Jujutsu Kaisen, you've probably seen Invincible, like, but like, since somebody in the chat has said, space isn't cold, it has to be. What are you talking about? There's no way. I don't believe you. So... Overheating a spaceship is an actual issue? Overheating. Okay, fine, whatever. The vacuum of space is not cold, never mind. So if you haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen, Maki Zenin is basically super person. It's a bit of a spoiler to say that at this point, but Maki, I'll just say this, without spoiling much, Maki levels up drastically. Like, the entire idea of Jujutsu Kaisen is you either have cursed energy or you're a bum, right? And the more cursed energy you have, the less of a bum you are. So the people with a lot of cursed energy are the opposite of bums. They are him. Gojo is basically infinite limit, like, his ability's called limitless. He has infinite energy. Why did I forget the name of the fucking power system? Cursed energy. Maki Zenin has none. There's another character in the show who also has none, named Toji. And they basically have the same, it's called a heavenly restriction, whereby it's a very... It's the inverse of what a Jujutsu sorcerer is. It's a superhuman. With no cursed energy at all. So... The drawback from that is that you can't. I think you're not able to what's the word? You basically can't kill cursed spirits without some kind of weapon, and you can't even really see cursed spirits without some kind of aid as well. But you can get aid for both of those. You can wear glasses to see cursed spirits, and you can kill them with weapons. So, like, you know, it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day, in my opinion. The trade-off is way fucking better. In exchange, you get ridiculous power, like superhuman strength and speed. Honestly, on a level that I think Mark Grayson would have to contend with. And durability. Like, obviously, like, Maki Zenin has never gone past planetary level threats. But we've also not seen... For one, we haven't seen the limits of her ability yet. At least... Well, I think the show's over, so maybe we have. Or not the show. The manga's over, the show's still running. So I personally haven't seen the limits of her abilities. But maybe other people have, I don't know. And then... The other problem is, like... She's really bloodthirsty. You know, like, she will kill you. Mark Grayson, not so much. Debbie's the toughest invincible character. Debbie can have my whole fucking soul. Okay? God bless that woman. Cold requires particles that are slow moving. Vacuum has very few particles to take your heat. Okay, okay. Very nice, Urkel. Now get back in the locker. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I did make a bold claim. I don't know. Like, the idea that, like, the dinosaur thing, the space dinosaur thing, I just don't know. Like, it was cool, I guess, but, like, kind of pointless. Mark's dad does wipe out an entire alien civilization in like 25 seconds, though. I think Maki could do that. I mean, she basically exploded a room full of people with her, like, bare body. Like, just instantaneously made them all eat it. Maybe not a planet. The thing about them is they teleport, basically. They're so fast that they fucking teleport from one place to another. But we don't know how far they can go traveling that fast. Jujutsu Kaisen's power system is, like, not very good for scaling. But then again, neither is really, neither is Invincible's. Neither is... Boss Baby. Boss Baby death battle against whom? Boss Baby versus... Now I'm actually trying to think of a match that would be fair. You'll never guess who they're doing next. They're doing Gru versus Megamind on Death Battle. Which, personally, I'm very excited for. Coughing Baby versus Atomic Bomb. No, not Coughing Baby. Boss Baby. Boss Baby versus Atomic Bomb might be fair. Just kidding. Boss Baby versus Alec Baldwin? No. Not like a real person. It's gotta be... Like, I'm thinking of like a legit one that they would be like... Boss Baby. The business stealing infant. And you gotta do Boomstick's voice. But I need a character. And Alec Baldwin. That's a hard voice to do. I respect him for being able to do that. Boss Baby versus Jack Jack? I think Boss Baby could stand up to Jack Jack from The Incredibles. I think he could hold his own. And Jack Jack, the literal Jack of all trades from The Incredibles. We'll be comparing these two weapons, armor and skill, to determine who would win a death battle. Boss Baby. Tommy Pickles, perfect. And Tommy Pickles. Honestly, Stewie Griffin versus Jack Jack would go fucking hard. That would go pretty wild. Who would win, Stewie Griffin or Jack Jack? It's got to be Stewie Griffin because he can literally travel through time. So like if he's in trouble, like you'd have to convince me that Jack Jack has the ability to kill him before, like every single time, or at least most of the time, before Stewie Griffin could get to the time portal, the time machine, because he could just go back in time and like stop Jack Jack from being born. That's his classic move. Stopping brothers from being... not just brothers. He did it in one episode to his brother. Stopped him from being born. He could literally shrink himself down, go into Mr. Incredible's body, and then... Although, do you have to also consider, would the sperm be super strong? Would Mr. Incredible's sperm be able to stand up to Stewie Griffin's sperm ship? We really have to consider the power scaling here. Tommy Pickles is a Time Lord? I think Tommy Pickles is just a normal person. Jack Jack is just chaotic and has a lot of destructive powers, if I remember correctly. Well, yeah, but if you piss him off... The Elasti Egg? Yeah, what if they're the perfect duo because, like, Mr. Incredible's sperm cells are just, like, fucking massive. And then, like, Elastigirl's, egg cells can just stretch real far to accommodate all the massive amounts of DNA being deposited. This is sick. We're sick people. I'm on Team Jack Jack. I don't know. I think Stewie could take him. I wish they had... Do they have, like, some kind of submission form? Because I would literally... Like, they do... Death Battle does talk, like, just about, like, random... Not random, but, like, battles that they don't actually commit to an episode. They do talk about it on their podcast. That'd be a good one for their podcast. Not gonna lie. On God, for real? No cap, G? Type shit. Yeah, like they just did Nappa versus Goldar. Like, who the fuck is Goldar? That is so funny that they used this meme. I love that. Like Hitchcock where he blows through the roof with his load. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Sure. All baby characters in a battle royale, please. We'll call it the late term abortion. The late term... The late term abraltion. Late term brawl. My bet is on the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I don't know that one. Anyway, we should probably do a segment, huh? So I don't talk about Alex Jones a whole lot on this show, but he is relevant again. So I decided that I'm going to talk about him. For those who don't know, Alex Jones is a conspiracy theorist who used to run, that's called foreshadowing, used to run a show called InfoWars, wherein he would convince your parents and or grandparents about the nefarious deep state turning frogs gay and using deep state actors to pretend to be children, I guess, and then pretend to get shot up at a school. This is not a joke. Like, he really did say that, like, they were actors, and the parents are actors. And so the parents of the Sandy Hook shooting, who the victims' parents, who are mourning the loss of their children, which is horrific to think about, got a bunch of death threats and severely had their lives impacted by this horrific person. So, with that being said, they finally won their lawsuit against him. He has to pay out like millions upon millions of dollars to each family, which, God bless him. You know, they deserve, the very least they deserve is to be rich, right? I'll let, you know, I don't like the rich, but I'll let them be rich. That's fine. I think they can be rich. And on top of that, Alex Jones is losing his show. He is losing InfoWars. It turns out the show will now be run by The Onion and led by Tim Heidecker, right? Like, he'll be like the director of the show or something, or like he'll be a prominent actor on the show, a prominent person on the show. And we'll go over his little bit later. Right now, I just wanted to go over... Let's see. He's live right now, actually.
And they would keep the Straits of Hormuz, and we would give him sanctions relief, and there would be...
Oh, no, he was live when I opened the page, but okay, he's done with like his 6-hour stream. Okay. Well, I had it up, and now I lost it. There it is. Okay. So this is a tweet from Alex Jones. The New York Post parrot, The Onion's false claim to have finalized the deal and take over InfoWars. So apparently he's still saying it's false that they did this, but what is he going to do when, like, The Onion comes out with InfoWars stuff and, like, starts owning that brand, you know what I mean? Like, what is he going to do? He's going to try to sue again, but, like, he's not going to win.
But look at this New York Post headline.
So he's
Furious
coping.
Alex Jones vows to fight takeover of InfoWars by The Onion. They were caught in a fraudulent auction, got kicked out of federal court. The judge said it looked like it was criminal.
Sick, dude. Elon Musk added closed captioning to the X app. I'm going to start calling it X now.
But wouldn't say it was criminal. And here they are trying to take this operation over. And it says Jones did a passion plea for listeners to buy products at thealexshowstore.com, which isn't part of my estate, funds the new network. Yeah, we need funds to continue to fight.
He needs funds just to continue to live at this point.
The Onion CEO says he had a deal to buy InfoWars and grand designs beyond...
I would love, right? Just imagine you wake up one day and you're like, I'm going to go get a Starbucks. And you go there, and who's the barista but Alex Jones? Oh, man. That'd be so fucking funny. Or you have to, like... I said Starbucks because that would be I think that would be the one to piss him off the most. Because that's where, like, septum-wearing, blue-haired SJWs are known to like work and shit as baristas. So I think that would be the most fitting position for him as a Starbucks barista.
Owning Alex Jones. They say they filed a year and a half ago that we will own his name. The 13th Amendment no longer exists. He is our slave.
He'll never stop being entertaining, though. He is a very good entertainer. I think in another life, he and Tim Heidecker could have like been partners in crime.
That got shot down in federal court. Now they're trying in state court. This is insane. So yes, I need you to buy the supplements. They're great. The t-shirts, all of it at thealexjonestore.com. The InfoWars apparel, it'll be limited edition if we get shut down. This is all coming down. 32 years of fighting right now.
Okay, so he gets to still own the Alex Jones store, but he won't be allowed. Like, he's already saying they're going to force us to take down the InfoWars stuff from our store. And they will. I believe they will. I also believe that the Onion is going to be using proceeds made from the show to give to like grieving families of school shooting victims, which is incredible of them. I don't quote me on that. I'm just pretty sure that that's what they're doing. What's up?
Sorry, I just wanted to.
You pick.
3 or okay.
I am fine with any of them. You pick.
Okay, how many do you?
Make all 6 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sorry, talking about dinner. No, you're good.
No, I can't do it without you. I need your support. We've survived so much, it becomes kind of a passe deal.
That's such a sick shirt.
Oh, Jones is...
It looks like a Jolly Roger. Honestly, goes pretty hard. I would buy this one. As soon as I'm... like, honestly, keep the designs. Just keep them. Oh man, I think it'll take a while for it to sink in, though, that InfoWars, like for the general public, that wearing this shirt does not mean that you support Alex Jones. But we'll see. Maybe the Onion will really hit it big, like just off the bat, like instantly, like viral popularity. Everybody's laughing at it. Everybody's having a good time, and everybody knows that InfoWars is now the domain of the Onion, which is crazy.
Survived so much. Well, we'll see on the 30th.
Funny.
We're here on the 1st. They're turning everything off. But what they can't do, since we're still on appeal, is hand it over to somebody. That's why the courts, federal and state, have said you can't do a sale. So they're leasing it to them to, quote, come in the building. The scumbags are on TV, national news, with Rachel Maddow saying, we're moving.
Trying so hard. 20% off, man? No. You're not trying hard enough, actually. Now that I think about it, you need to be doing like 50% off. You got to clear shop, buddy, before they come after your shirts. You have to. It's time. It's time. You gotta clear shop like right now.
They already say they're here. They're not.
Everything must go.
They said it a year and a half ago. They're liars. So support us at thealexjonestore.com. That's not part of InfoWars. When they announced they owned us a year and a half ago, it killed sales 76%.
Never stop hawking the sawdust-filled pills. Yeah, he also like sells fake supplements, of course. That's a great still frame right there. That's pretty funny. Might use that for the thumbnail.
Never came back. We started Bigly right around that time. Saying, hey, that's not owned by me. They can't get that. So that's where we are. But it's absolutely crazy what links these people will go to. And I tell you, as soon as I exposed Trump 3 weeks ago, I've already been critical of him. All hell broke loose.
But this trial has been ongoing. It's just a coincidence that it just so happened, right? If I understand correctly, like I don't think like Trump's comments on Alex Jones had anything to do with this. Of course, it is very funny that he doesn't get to be protected by Trump.
So these known leftist operatives, Mockingbird Media, let me tell you, they're not just liberals, folks.
Trump.
They are three-letter agencies all the way.
Is that it?
Shut you down.
I don't think it's copyrighted.
Now, coming up in just the next month or so, it looks like this is finally it. They're finally going to be able to shut down InfoWars, but they won't shut you down as InfoWarriors. And that term and that name.
What's the over-under that he used AI for this? Info. No, maybe not.
Yeah, they're finally going to be able to shut down InfoWars, but they won't shut you down.
I feel like he might have.
As InfoWarriors. And that term and that name lives forever. The InfoWar lives forever in the potential twilight of InfoWars itself is
It does live forever now in the Onion's tender loving embrace.
InfoWars.com. We've launched a limited edition line of the InfoWars 1776 limited edition line. A whole bunch of new shirts, a whole bunch of new hats that are limited edition that take a lot of the classic.
Yeah, I feel like every time he says limited edition, it gets shorter. So he goes from limited to limited edition, then limited edition.
Classic InfoWars shirts. This is the all-time bestseller. Navy blue with red InfoWars on it, and adding on the shoulder 1776. These are historic shirts, and they're symbols of your support, and you're being part of this operation and helping the operation grow and expand.
I'm going to tell my wife to buy me InfoWars merch for Christmas this year.
Into the future. So take action now.
Wait, no, you don't understand, Katie. No, do you know what happened? Yeah. She's like, oh, she said no, and then I was like, you know what happened, right? She's like, oh, maybe. Like, Tim Heidecker. You remember when I told you about Tim Heidecker?
No.
He's from the Tim and Eric show. Like, he's the one that me and Dubsy have been watching, and he's like super based. He's running it.
Oh.
Yeah, so like Alex Jones is cooked. Like it's so funny. And Donald Trump came out against him, so he's not getting any cover there. Like, it's so funny. Yeah. I was telling chat, hopefully we get to see him working at a Starbucks as a barista. I think that'd be the most fitting position. Yeah.
Now thealexshowstore.com and look at these two new amazing lines.
They're going fast, folks. They're going fast. You better get yours while they last. No, actually, wait. In all seriousness, please wait. I also have this. I have no idea what this is.
You can't take something over and then act like you're somebody, even if you say it's a parody. You can do a parody of somebody, but none of you took something from them.
Right.
You've already checked with lawyers, so they're in deep shit. I'm already suing the Democrat Party law
He
firms.
looks great, by the
civil
way.
rights lawsuits. So you think, look, just because you're wearing my shirt, don't mean you're me. So let's be 100% clear about that. And so you guys just
unlike me, who's not wearing any shirt for some reason.
Just like he did a year and a half ago, or it was November 2024.
If you're wearing any shirt, you're not him, apparently.
So is that about a year and a half?
Yeah, this is a story from December 10th. Sale of Alex Jones InfoWars to the Onion rejected, and I'll get into this. And
So but yeah.
This is from 2024. This is almost 2 years old, brother.
They need to be us to confuse people. By the way, it's a total failure. He goes, we're the fifth biggest newspapers. That's a lie. Newspapers are all dead. Okay.
I looked it up. The Onion gets less than half of the traffic that InfoWars gets.
Like an heirloom tomato.
Remember, they said they were going to be.
Wait, what was this? Why did they show this?
Newspapers are all dead. Okay.
I looked it up. The Onion gets less than half of the traffic that.
This is, oh my God. Why do they have to use AI generation for every fucking thing? You could have just gotten a picture of Alex Jones cutting a fucking onion. What is this in the background? I know this ain't no sink. And we just have a random piece of a log sitting right here. I don't know why. Fuck, man. It's not hard. Just take a picture of yourself cutting an onion. Come on. He's not allowed to use sharp knives. They physically couldn't. Well, then get the kiddo knife or whatever it's called. The Play Store knife.
InfoWars gets.
A big, like, purple one. Fake butter knife.
And remember, they said they were going to be...
That'll be menacing.
Charlie Kirk. Remember when he died, they said we're going to misrepresent fake quotes of him.
If you buy an Onion membership, you get an InfoWars tote and rainbow. Honestly, that's so tempting. That's so tempting. Creative directors, Tim Heidecker. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, I've been watching if you didn't hear me before, I've been watching the Tim and Eric show with Dubsy. It's so funny. Except for the gross out parts. I'm not a big fan of gross out humor, but Tim Heidecker himself is just hilarious, so I get over it.
This is what the left do. They try to silence you, then they misrepresent who you are. They're body snatchers. They're skinwalkers. They literally take your skin. This is going to backfire big time,
He's so
folks.
funny. He's so funny. Honestly, if I had to guess, he's probably going to end up doing like stand-up comedy. That's like the new grift, right? for these conservatives who don't know what else, like, they just go do stand-up. And they do a very poor job of it. All right, here's Tim Heidecker. Muted, apparently.
Breaking news for you. It's looking... Hey, everybody, I got some breaking news for you. It's looking very likely that global tetrahedron will seize control of InfoWars in the coming days. The folks at Global Tetra...
He doesn't quite have the depth needed to get there, but it's pretty good. I think he can do the gravelly bit better than I can. This is Alec Jones with InfoWars. Ow, it like puts a strain on the throat. They're skinwalkers. They're skinwalkers. That wasn't bad. They're turned the freaking frogs gay.
Tetrahedron have asked me to step in as to run the show over there and become a big part of the future. So we're exploring. Sorry. My name is Tim Heidecker. I'm just here to let you know that I am now in charge of InfoWars. It's an honor to take over the reins and chart a new path towards the future. We're looking forward to relaunching the site soon in the next coming months, and we're not really sure what we're going to do with it. We're talking about all sorts of ideas. We were playing around with it being a real estate broker service or a cryptocurrency exchange market.
Glad you're back streaming. Yeah, I've been taking pretty long breaks. I might be taking another long one because I'm thinking about working the next 6 days in a row. But I'm not entirely sure yet, so stay tuned. I do like streaming a lot. It's just life gets in the way, and I gotta make money, you know.
A place to...
Hey, listen. I wouldn't have to pick up extra shifts if people just gave me more money of their own accord. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying. You can support me using a one-time donation on the site, or using... Any links in the description will work, actually. Subscription to YouTube, the site... Patreon. I got a Patreon. We do early access content. We do uncensored content. Like, and you also, if you become a tier 4 subscriber, we will put your name at the end of the video that we upload. Probably. We got to fix the ending, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, so definitely consider it. It'll help me be able to stream more if I start making more money on this.
A place to store pictures, almost like a Dropbox account. Not sure, a lot of ideas, but very excited to take this on. And just want to wish everyone, extend a hand of friendship and grace as we proceed through this process. It's not going to be easy, but I can assure you that we have our best intentions in mind.
He ate.
We are in the city of brotherly love, and I want to extend that sentiment to all our friends over there, longtime fans and consumers of the InfoWars products. We've got some exciting products coming as well. We're working with a company that will...
Best case, right? Best case, the people who are already fans of InfoWars will continue watching InfoWars and actually be deprogrammed. I'm not holding my breath for a lot of that, but that would be incredible.
Enable you to turn your urine into gold. So stay tuned for more information about that.
He's riffing on all the bullshit supplements and shit that they sell.
And stay with us. Stay updated on InfoWars.
In case that wasn't obvious.
Information as this story develops.
All right, beautiful. All right, so yeah, fuck Alex Jones. He's very funny, but unfortunately that doesn't give you a pass from ruining the lives of victims of school shootings. So fuck you for that. Tim Heidecker is hilarious on his own. So and he's not a shitty person. See, it's possible to be hilarious and not a shitty person. So we don't have to put up with hilarious people who are also shitty just because they're hilarious. So fuck you, Alex Jones. You got what was coming to you. And I can't wait to see what Tim Heidecker does with the show. It's going to be something to watch. Have you played Tamagotchi Life? No. But I've seen stuff from it. It seems pretty fun. Pretty soon, I'll be going on Suris's show to talk about Sonic Adventure 2. I'm trying to coordinate with lefties more, like leftist content creators more. Unfortunately, Cyrus's show goes on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, which I am working until 9 p.m. Eastern, so I cannot go on Thursdays like regularly. But I will be on there once in a while. He wants me to play Resident Evil 9, but I'm not a big Resi guy. I played 8 for the Vampire Mommy, as we all did. And then I stopped after I beat her. Literally, I'm not kidding. I tried to keep going, but like I knew what was coming next, and I'm like, the rest of this fucking sucks. Like, why? Like, I know what I want. I came here to get it. I got it. Now I'm gone. Free real estate is, in fact, iconic. There's a lot of iconic stuff that I just didn't know came from the Tim and Eric show. Like stuff that I saw in stick figure animations when I was growing up. Like the I sit down when I pee bit. I think that was in Stick Figures on Crack. It was a big YouTube series back in the, like way back in yonder days of YouTube. And I guess that guy used a lot of stuff from Tim and Eric. And I just had no idea. I'm still salty that you and Moomin Rider lost that panel. Spoilers. They're supposed to go watch it themselves, Queen Laura. It's fine. Yeah, we did not win, but it's fine. I thought third place was very fitting for Moomin Rider. Third place is fitting for Moomin Rider. I would have no less than that. I don't know anything about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, though, so I am a little salty that I lost to a person that I have no idea about. Lions eating faces up next. That is true. Leopards. Usually leopards. I don't know why, but leopards is like the saying. Caitlyn Jenner. Olympian extraordinaire, Fox contributor, Fairness First Pack public speaker, New York Times bestseller, crypto fan, apparently a father. I don't know. Like, this kind of shit just annoys the fucking hell out of me. But this is a neat segue into what we will be discussing, because Caitlyn Jenner lost her female status on her passport. Per one of Trump's new, I think it's a new executive order or something. I guess I should educate myself on this before I speak on it. Trump passport trans. Do that. Here we go. From the U.S. Department. Wait, what was it? Department of State. Sex marker and passports. The White House issued Executive Order 14168 defending women from gender ideology extremism and restoring biological truth to the federal government on January 20th, 2025. Under the executive order, we no longer issue U.S. passports or consular reports of birth abroad with an X marker. We only issue a passport with an M or F sex marker that matches the customer's biological sex at birth. On November 6, 2025, the U.S. Supreme Court stayed the preliminary injunction issued in June by the U.S. District Court for Massachusetts in Orr v. Trump. As a result, we are only issuing passports reflecting sex at birth and will not honor attestations requesting a preferred sex marker. If you submit a passport application requesting an X marker or requesting a sex marker that differs from the sex marker at your birth, you may experience delays getting your passport. You may receive a letter or email requesting more information. We will issue a new passport that matches your biological sex at birth based on your supporting documents and our records about your previous passports. So now we are doing genital inspections for, and it is a genital inspection, okay, for getting on the plane. You must be the gender, I guess, that you say you are, have the genitalia that you say that your required government document says you do in order to board the plane. And if you don't, for some reason, you can't board the plane. So Caitlyn Jenner fell victim to this, I guess. I think what might be the case. I don't know exactly how it works, But what might be the case is that as long as you keep your passport and don't lose it, as a trans person, you will be fine. But I'm not entirely sure on that. A trans person who knows better than me should say something if you know better than me. Anyway, I wanted to go over a few of Caitlyn Jenner's posts because she hasn't posted since July of 2025. So we have bravo to more progress on this critical issue, protecting women's sports and codifying the original intentions of Title IX. Another landmark move by the Trump administration for fairness. The University of Pennsylvania has agreed to ban transgender women from its women's sports team to resolve a federal civil rights case. So she's out here literally as a trans athlete herself, right? Out here advocating against other trans athletes, which is crazy. Who's your daddy? Nope. Copyright. Reposted by Caitlyn Jenner. Who's your daddy now, Caitlyn? Women's sports are for women only. You get the idea. So she's pissed off that she can't get a passport with an F on it. And she has reached out to Donald Trump for help. Help, please. Mods, I spill my juice. Help, 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 help.
Recently,
help,
I had my passport.
Please.
I had to get it renewed.
Spill my juice.
I sent it back. Comes back gender marker M.
Oh, no.
Screws everything up. So there's a form in there. If they made a mistake, you can correct it. So I fill out all
Passports expire? Good point.
the proper forms. I'm not
So her passport expired, and then when she got it renewed, she had an M on it.
calling anybody. I'm not calling the president. You know, I got his personal cell number. I'm not calling anybody. I'm going to see if I can fix this myself. Because it's not just about me. It's about all people in this situation. You know? So I even sent a hard copy.
Not just about me, all people in the situation. Motherfucker, you advocated against most of those people. Like, overwhelmingly so. What are you talking about? You're a traitor.
Of my birth certificate, Caitlyn Marie Jenner, gender, sex, female. I did everything. And they sent it back M. They didn't change it at all.
Oh, no.
So now I'm in a position, Tommy, that what do I do?
Right.
This is a safety factor.
It's almost like the people against the leopards eating faces were warning you that the leopards would eat your face or something.
Okay? I can't travel internationally anymore. Okay? I can't use my passport.
Oh, sure you
I can
can,
use global
Caitlyn. According to all of your friends, all you need to do is, show people the passport with an M on it, and they'll just, let you through. Right? According to all of your fucking friends, that's how it works. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a letter change, right? Oh, it's more complicated than that? Oh, got it. How interesting.
Country, it says F. I can do this. I can travel in the United States. License, driver's license, pilot's license, everything, gender marker F.
This is why, by the way, I want to point this out. I am against gender markers being on government documents. There is no reason, because what did the doctor do? What did they do? The way that they find out what your sex is usually with an ultrasound. They're looking for the genitalia. That's all it is. Okay? And so what that letter indicates is which set of genitals you have. Whether you have a penis or a vagoober. Okay? That's all it's telling you. Why does the government need to know that? Why does everybody who checks me for alcohol need to know that? That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. None. This is why I'm like super against gender markers on government documents. They should be abolished.
So it really creates a big problem.
It's fucked.
And I'm trying to figure out at this point what to do. I don't blame President Trump. I love him.
Of course you don't.
But for a lot of people, this is a huge
of course you don't.
issue. And
you don't blame President Trump. Who the fuck do you blame then? I wonder. Gee, if only those damn transes hadn't been pushing so hard for rights, then we wouldn't have to take the few that they have away.
So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have not talked to the president. I was
you
in
made
Mar-a-Lago
me do this type shit
2 months ago. Wrote a letter. explaining all of this to him, how it's affecting me and a lot of other people.
I wrote a strongly worded letter.
Unfortunately, he wasn't there.
I wrote a strongly worded letter to the president. Sounds like a joke, but that is literally what she did.
This to him, how it's affecting me and a lot of other people. And unfortunately, he wasn't there that weekend. Actually, the Secret Service guy said he could get it to him, put it on his desk and stuff. I haven't heard from him. He's kind of busy right now.
Mm-hmm. I heard tell that she was actually blaming trans people. Hold on. This might just be a short segment, I guess.
Passport. So I fill out all the proper forms. I'm not Caitlyn Jenner, gender safety factor. Okay, I can't travel internationally.
Okay, yeah, that's all the same stuff. What's this? Hold on. Oh, this is from 2023. I don't care. All right, yeah, we'll just end it there. But yeah, so that's, I mean, Caitlyn Jenner, you know, leopards ate her face. Who could have seen it coming? She still doesn't blame Donald Trump for any of it, though. It's still all those damn trans' fault for asking for rights. Wrote a strongly worded letter. Wow, she really is a white woman. Will that be a short? I can make a short from it, but it will probably just be like a 5 or 6 minute edited video for the main channel. I just don't have much to say about it. I've decided, like, I tried to stretch segments out sometimes, but I've decided, like, if this is all I have to say about it, that's all you're getting. I've been making an effort this year, especially to, like, not that I've ever not been authentic, but I did play it up sometimes, especially like during my Jubilee debate way back. So I'm making an effort to like be more authentic and just, you know, not try so hard. So who do they blame for it? I mean, of course, they blame trans people. Who else? All right, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Enjoy the music. I will be right back, and we'll do something a little more positive before we move on.
And I don't know what to do. Guaranteed though, I'm a
Okay. I did steal this from Katie just to show it off real quick. I love you, kid. I should have put a sound chip in him. With sound chip. It is very grippable. Very stimmable. This is Corazon from One Piece, for those who don't know, if you're just getting here. But yeah, and then I also didn't show you earlier what I'm working on currently. Like, I started working on. It's another commission. If Caddy is still here, just know that sometimes I do have to flip-flop between commissions to keep it going. Why is it so tangled? Hold on. Why is it so loose and tangled? I'm gonna have to fix this after the stream. Okay. Any guesses what we're making here? Perhaps some kind of beaked creature. Perhaps these are bunny ears. No, actually, it's supposed to be oriented this way, so. These are legs. Grippable, but like my femboy. Grippable like my femboy thighs. Don't clip that. It's so sad to see the outrage about the Trump pick when he does such bad things to so many people. Yeah, I agree. I bought Vampire Crawlers today. Turns out I unlocked over half of the Steam achievements from how much I played the demo. Wow, good job. Okay, I gotta go get a thing out of the oven real quick. Oh no, Katie's coming down. She saved me. Nobody guess. Guess. Guess what it is. Do you like Magic the Gathering? Hush, you guess now. Guess what it'll be. And no, I don't play. I don't hate it or anything, I just don't play it. Although Surus would probably like it if I did. If you want somebody for Magic the Gathering, go follow Surus if you're not already. Neko Surus, I believe, on Twitch. What's the transpositivity? We're getting to that. Nobody's guessing. Give me one person guessing and then we'll move on. Is it Jace? No. Good guess, though. Okay, I got one. It's pants. It is pants, yes, but it's going to be something bigger than pants. A humanoid Nintendo Switch, no. This is going to be Deku from My Hero Academia. I thought the colors would give it away, but alas. Okay, and then I'm also working on another hat, but that's not as exciting. Nobody guessing that? The colors were all there that you needed. No, I refuse. No, somebody could have guessed that. Conceivably. I don't know much anime. That's fine. I'm not mad at you for not guessing it. I'm mad at people who are like, oh, nobody would have ever guessed that. I think somebody could have gotten it. As long as it's not Mineta. Nobody's commissioned Mineta from me as of yet. I don't think I mean, I would do it. Might be a little tricky. I wouldn't like it, but I would do it. I mean, $10 is $10, right? It's more than $10, by the way, if you commission me. A lot more. Usually. The last thing I sold for $10 was an unknown. Like a little unknown. Actually, I forgot to ship that today. I think the cheapest things I make are like, I could make an unknown pretty cheap, and I could make a Pokeball pretty cheap. He took his hedgehog quilly dick out, and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. I said that's disgusting. This is... Here.
The following program is classified M. It is recommended for viewers 15 years and over. We recommend the use of the parental lock system.
I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. All points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that, it looks like 2 balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth.
I'm getting it wrong.
That's right, this is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon.
Absolute cinema.
How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot! You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too.
The reason there were people laughing, by the way, is I think they dubbed that in real time. Like, they just do one take, which is incredible. My personal favorite from them, though, controversial opinion, is not the Sonic Adventure 2 one. I think for the most part, Sonic Adventure 2, the real-time dub, I think it's called, is okay. I think it's okay. I think that where they really shone, though, is Shadow the Hedgehog. That one's hilarious. "16 minutes of the devil from the Bible."
Shadow, it's me, the devil. I'm here to convince you to do sin. Come with me. Steal candy from babies and small businesses. I'm not talking about Walmart.
I will never do such a thing. I'll sin in my own way.
Okay, bye.
Or they turn you to dog.
Okay, bye.
It's me again. I have a fun new sin idea.
Hey there, devil.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, what's your name?
I don't know, I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory, you know, from Christianity. You ever been to church? You ever read a Bible?
No, I've not played that same
one.
Xanity.
I'm that devil. So here, I want you to sin, because that's my whole prerogative. I feel like it's a pretty simple premise.
What kind of sin is necessary?
Any kind of sin. Most actions are sinful. Come with me.
I think that's...
Hey there, Shadow. It's me, the devil. I'm opening my portal up again. I just want you to know it seems like you got a little confused last time.
Got a little confused last time.
Sinning with legality. Killing the president is actually pretty good.
Me
That's
during
gonna get you into
debates all the
heaven.
time.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give you another chance at this. You did too much good. Basically, by killing the president and Sonic the Hedgehog, you guaranteed yourself a throne in heaven next to God himself. So let's try this one again.
God damn it. Fine.
Who is this Black Sonic? I don't know what you mean. That's just Sonic.
Okay. Why do you want me to sin then?
Bye.
Oh yeah, of course, leave. And not...
Okay, you guys get the idea. I love that one. It's me, the devil. Gunn said it was Sonic. That's government propaganda. Charge double if someone commissions Mineta. That would be funny. All right, I think it's time for a. Positive pill, or I'm trying to like pill this. There's like I'm trying to pause pill you. Trying to estrogen pill you. Take your estrogen. Did you take your estrogen today? I wish. I'm sorry. If you hide the pill in a piece of cheese. I don't get my testosterone refilled till later this week. I thought about getting... I shouldn't say that. Never mind. I didn't think about doing anything that would be outside of the realm of legality. TRT? I was on TRT. All right. So I do a lot of coverage of negative things about trans people so that I can sit there and yell at it and feel better about myself. I decided today I'm going to flip that on its head. We're going to go over something positive. Now, I actually did do something positive recently with the dad of that trans girl who was advocating for her to like still be able to play sports. This one is from a person named Yuko X. Being a trans mom is awesome. So I have not watched this yet. I figured it would be fun to go over. Obviously, go subscribe to Yuko X. I don't know much about her, but I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's great. She is trans after all, and as we all know, all trans people are fantastic and never do anything wrong ever. So anyway, being a trans mom is awesome. Story time.
And I'm trans. So I have a kid, and I'm trans, which makes me transparent. Oh no, I'm sorry, please.
Stupid.
I started transitioning.
No, right off the rip, it's cringe. Sorry, trans positivity canceled for cringe.
After my kid was born, and I decided I was going to let her call me mom, dad, whatever really worked for her. And one day, I don't know where she got it from, she called me Great Mom. I mean, it's the best name in the world,
Mom.
dude. It melts my heart literally every single time. I hope she never grows out of it. Now, it goes without saying that just being a parent in general is awesome. That's not exclusive to being trans, but it comes with some cool little benefits. Like, I'm a trans woman, my daughter is a daughter, which means we get a girl out, dude. It's awesome. Her main thing right now is K-pop Demon Hunters, and her and I were singing and dancing to it literally all day, every day. It was so good. Getting to catch up on some girl-oriented movies with my daughter was peak. Like, as a kid, I could watch Kim Possible.
This animation's crazy, I must say.
Totally Spies and totally fly under the radar, but I never got to see things like Barbie. And did you know that Barbie in the Dream House is actually super fire? It has such an infectious, manic energy to it, and I literally can't stop.
No, I'm sorry. I have to cancel it. There's no way. This is blatant propaganda. It's distracting. The animation's a little distracting, but it's over the top. I appreciate the energy.
Laughing when I'm watching it. It's so good. And honestly, now that we're on the topic, we need more seasons because I have questions. Like, will Raquel ever stop being an insufferable bitch? I don't know. I really don't know. And what about Ryan? Will Ryan ever do something and not fuck it up? I don't know.
Stop this instantaneously. I don't know. No.
I really want him to because he's so endearing. But you must never tell my daughter that I like it as much as I do. She must never know. No one can know. As I mentioned earlier, I started transitioning after the bean was born, and that led to me and my partner at the time breaking up. She eventually moved to a very expensive city, one of which I couldn't afford, so I moved as close as I could, but there's still some distance. This meant I lacked experience being a parent, while my kid is super smart. Like, she might actually be a better parent than I am. One of the times that she was visiting, I asked her in the morning, hey, so you want some chips or something? And she looked at me and she was like, great, Mom. You can't offer kids chips in the morning. That's not breakfast. It's absolutely...
Girl, you gotta get your shit together. Offering chips in the morning. Fuck you talking about? She must... Listen, I'm not a parent. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say she was just very tired and forgot what time of day it was.
Brilliant. Healthy food in the morning is so much smarter than chips. It blew my mind. Now, don't worry. Yes, that morning I did give her a proper breakfast. I just didn't consider that chips at 9 a.m. was weird, but you probably already know I'm incompetent. Like, one time me and my daughter went to an arcade.
Listen, somehow her daughter learned, like, she made sure that her daughter learned that that's not what you do in the morning, so that's fine.
And I brought her back to her mom carrying her kind of wrong, kind of almost like a luggage, like a bag, like in between my arms. It wasn't a harmful way to carry her, so when her mom called me out for it, it was more just laughing at me, but I looked over to the bean and she just looked up and smiled. Oh, people don't carry you like this?
I mean, it's silly and bad for your back, but beyond that.
Like, Like, she knows I'm incompetent as a parent, but she also knows I'm trying my best, so I kind of lean into it as a joke now. A little bit of backstory is my entire life, I wanted to be a mom. So when I hit high school,
I'm not transphobic, but I'm VTuber phobic. Hopefully no one learns about what trans people from things like this. What are you talking about? This is fine. Like, it's over the top, it's jumpy, it's excessive, but like, it's fine. I don't know. I don't have a problem with anything so far. Like, she's just talking about little goofs that she's made as a mom. Everybody does that.
Tell people
I feel like this is very normalizing.
I didn't want to be a parent, but that was only because I didn't want to watch someone else go through.
How do you forget what time is for which food? Okay, clearly you are not neurodivergent, and that's okay.
Pregnancy that would have been too painful. And if you're trans masc or trans femme to some degree, I'm sure this makes sense to you. But I gotta do all the mom things, like be an easel for my daughter. Yeah, she'll just walk up to me with a big old makeup kit and be like, it's time to get to work, great mom. Walking around proud as a little mechanic. It's so adorable. She's got sparkly blues, sparkly pinks, sparkly sparkles. And yeah, maybe she's not the best at makeup, but if walking away looking like a clown that got sneezed on by a unicorn makes her smile, gosh darn it, I'll do it every day. I mean, who cares if my eyeball's getting punctured by eyeliner? Do you see that smile? I can't because I'm temporarily blind, but it is adorable. And you know what? It's an improvement from my makeup. One day, I'm kind of banking on her to get really good so she can teach.
I am, and I know what food is good for you. Okay. Well, listen. We can't all be smart all the time.
Me some makeup, if I'm being completely honest. Now, on the outside, I know it looks a little bit lazy, but hear me out for a second. When I was a kid, some of the most impactful bonding moments I've ever had surrounded video games. You see, growing up with gender dysphoria made me bond very well with my mom, but she was pretty busy, and my brother and dad were always guys, so the only center point was video games. In fact, playing video games was probably one of the only times me and my brother would get along. One of the benefits of being trans is the finite amounts of connection that I had showed me how impactful those really were. So that's a priority to me now. And at her age, there's nothing cooler than playing Fortnite obby.
I mean, it's a little sad, but like, it's cool that like, oh, I don't have very many connections, therefore I understand the value of each one of them. I mean, that's nice. That's a nice sentiment.
Obstacle courses for those that don't know. Now, follow along, okay? Because when I'm playing with her, I'm not allowed to get too far ahead. I'm not allowed to get too far behind. Unless, of course, it's a secret race that only started happening when she got very far ahead. But I wasn't allowed to know about it until she wins. If she falls off during an obstacle course, okay.
No, I'm blowing that kid out of the water. No shot. What's so fun? Okay, so we went to visit Katie's cousins, and I brought Super Smash Bros. And I'll be honest. I did go easy on them at first. I just wanted to I wanted them to get the controls down and all that. But at some point, this I forget her name. I'm so bad at names. But Katie's cousin is Katie's cousin. She's like 8 years old, and she was like, I don't want you to hold back on me. I want you to go as hard as you can. No, she's like 6 at this point, 6 or 7, and I'm like, okay, sure. So 7-year. So I'm playing against a 7-year-old girl, and I'm just destroying her, right? She gets mad, like she gets pissed, and I'm like, you said don't hold back, so I didn't. And then she was like, okay, hold back a little bit. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, we're doing it your way. Listen, you guys need to understand, as a parent, I'm going to respect my 6'7", shut up. I'm going to respect, like, some of my child's wishes when it comes to that. If my child says to me, if we're playing Smash Bros, and like 6-year-old Johnny comes, I don't know why I would name my kid Johnny. 6-year-old Johnny comes up to me and he's like, hey dad, I want you to try as hard as you can, okay? Show me how good you are. I'm going to show him how good I am. I'm going to be like, okay, here's the limit of what you're capable of. You know? Like, not necessarily, I'm not saying I'm a god or anything, but like, you know, like this is what you're capable of doing if you just practice. You know, I think that's good to show kids. You know, and then if he wants me to hold back next time, I'll hold back.
Have to either jump off or wait for her, depending on what she says, except for when she's feeling generous and lets you go ahead, in which case she gets upset and asks you to come back. Good. Did you follow?
No. I feel like this is too much for this kid. I would absolutely be like, this is not how you play the game.
Are you having fun yet? You better be, because that's also mandatory. Punishment for no fun is eyeliner pencil to the eyeball. But admittedly, yes, that last rule, that is my rule.
Oh my gosh.
You will be a Fortnite slave and you will like it. Now, generally speaking, I use April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and she uses Hatsune Miku. And yes, of course, I got her the Hatsune Miku model, but that's actually because that's the one she just so happened to want when I was shopping for her. I know, she's pretty based, I know.
You let your kid like Hatsune Miku? I don't know.
It's my kid, what can I say?
I'm
And
just
if
kidding.
either of us are forced to use a male avatar in any video game, she gets pretty upset. Which makes me happy for some obvious reasons. One, playing a woman in a video game has been my gender crutch forever. But two, when I was her age, I already started to feel gender dysphoria, and I'm happy that she is happy with herself. So to some people, I'll never be a mom, and to some other people, I'll never be a dad.
Well, she was destined to be happy for her, she was destined to be happy with herself because you are her parent. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there are other factors at play, like whether or not her friends would accept her if she were trans, or, you know, like other parents, or like she would have obvious, or like the medical system in whatever country she lives in. Like, obviously she would have issues, but the most important factor for the mental health of any trans child is their parents' and family's acceptance of them. Like, that is the single most, like, nothing beats that, because they know then, at least, even if everything else fucking sucks, right? At least they have you. So that was destined, like, no matter whether or not her child was trans, her child would have been fine. You know what I mean? Like, more than likely. Because she's a good parent. She's a great parent, it sounds like. She sounds very invested in her child. A little cringe, but you know what? That's fine.
But you know what I
We
am?
forgive her.
A great mom. The most valuable thing
True.
I've learned from transitioning is this. Even if it seems impossible, you can still get the things you want in life. It just might not be the way you expected. I was determined that I'd never want to be a parent unless I could bear my own child, but I wouldn't trade this for the world, man. And if you think long and hard about what you want and you're feeling a little bit hopeless, I'm sure that what you think you want has a seed deep inside of it that is actually attainable, even if it seems impossible. And before some of you start writing hopeless comments, actually give yourself the benefit of thinking about it for a long time.
Oh, Miku invented Minecraft? That's pretty crazy. I didn't know that.
Because this is true for a lot of things in life. And with that said, there's a link down below from this video's sponsor, G-Subs, that'll send you free packets to your door, literally no cost if you haven't tried it yet. If you decide you like it, code
She's sponsored by
GenderFluid will save you
G-Subs?
10% off and support the channel directly. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.
That was pretty cool. Okay, I didn't have a whole lot to say about it, but, you know, I thought that was okay. Hopefully that's a more positive message for all my trans audience members. You know, that it you know, even in these difficult times, it is still possible to thrive in many ways, and, you know, we're just doing our best out here, so hopefully you enjoyed. I say we, when I say we, I'm not part of the trans community. Sorry, the trans people and their allies. We're doing our best. I think I still said trans people and our allies. I'm not trans. I don't know why I keep doing that. When I first came across your channel, it was a trans vid, and I thought you were trans. You're not the first one to think that. Usually people say it to me as an insult, but I don't care. Like, have you seen trans men? Alec Egg Arc? I guess. Like I've said before, I've tried women's clothes on, and it's not for me. I slayed. I'm not gonna lie. I slayed. Okay. Not saying I look bad, just saying it ain't my look. You did do gender affirming care for a while. I feel like people... Okay, please correct me if I'm wrong here. People could relate to trans people so much better if they just reflected on their own experiences a little bit deeper. Because the best way that I can put it, right? When I was a kid, I remember I went to... I was doing gymnastics at the time, and the all-girls gymnastics center that I was at wanted me to move on to a competitive boys team because they thought I was pretty good. And so they recommended this place called, well, I won't say what, I don't want to dox myself, it's like a local place, but they recommended this place, and so I went there. It was a co-ed, and they had boys gymnasts there, and so I looked around, and I'm looking at like these 15, 16, 17-year-old boys with, and I'm like 8 at the time, and they all are like fucking ripped. You know, they're looking like fucking Gohan from Dragon Ball type shit. So like, I'm looking around, and I'm like, holy fuck. And they all had their shirts off. So I'm like, holy fuck, like, I want to look like that. That's me. That's what I want to look like. That, exactly that. And so, like, you know, I feel like if I had been born with a vagina, or with XX chromosomes, or whatever you want to say, I would have thought the same thing. You know? Probably. I can't imagine myself thinking otherwise. It just so happened that I was born with the proper package to be allowed to think that thing. So I just imagine myself instead, like, being forced to reckon with the fact that I will never, and in fact not allowed to look like that. Ever. But boy, that would fucking suck, wouldn't it? Like, actively being discouraged from that. I would have hated that. You were 8? Well, yeah, but you can figure this stuff out by the time you're like 4 or 5. So I'm just trying to explain how, like, the best way that I can relate to the trans experience. I'm not saying that it equates at all. All I'm saying is I understood, I think in that moment I understood my gender better. My own gender, you know? Much in the same way that a trans person might, but then they're rejected by society for doing so. Did you quit the video? Quit the video? No, we watched it all. I was just goofing. It wasn't actually that. You weren't supposed to be ripped like them? No, I'm saying when I grew up, I wanted to look like that. And also, like, 8-year-olds, listen, I've coached some really ripped kids. I'm just saying, like, some of them got 6-packs. I remember this one kid, he had crazy ab muscles, and he was like 6 years old. And there's this trick called a back hip circle that you do over the bar, where you cast, you have to get momentum and cast and then flip over the bar. But he just, like, completely overrode that because he was able to use his core muscles to, like, pull himself up, like, upside down and over the bar without any momentum whatsoever, which is so impressive. He was doing it wrong, but it was very impressive. Oh yeah, no, the side chat is the site chat. We got a lot of people on Twitch today. I'm glad to see that. Actually, we have a lot of people in general. Did somebody raid? Rumble.com/AlexGunter. No. AlexGunter.com/live. Yeah, I think we got a raid at some point. Whoever raided, thank you. I raided your mom last night. Nice. Okay, I want to watch something. Let's check the juice box.
It's
not watching that. Ooh. Wait, shoe on head?
More right-wing e-girl Twitter drama.
Hush. This shoe on head is not specifically who was in the suggestion box, but I might look up a shoe on head video. Hello, A Goose with Flight. Welcome. Welcome to the Cool Kids chat. If you want to be on the Cool Kids chat, type in the chat /site. Or is it exclamation site? Exclamation site. Exclamation site. Let's see. I want to see what Shoe's been up to. The old shoe on the head. They're just a little too long for my taste right now. Can you shoot me instead or blind me? No, I won't be doing that. Why are you spying? What you mean? Okay, not shoe on head. Who else we got? Do we do Michael Knowles? I don't know if I want to do Michael Knowles right now. No. I need something dumber. If you can believe that. Like somebody who doesn't try to act smart. Wait, what is this?
Today.
Oh no, should we cover Remnant? He did cover me recently. He said that my banner was shitty. Maybe we should cover Remnant. But I'll do a shorter one than that one. Okay. You can shut down the screen. Why would I do that? Noam Commander here for the truth. You're sending interesting messages. Okay, so we haven't covered this guy for a long time because the last time we quote-unquote covered him, he was actually on the show and I was making amends with him. I'm speaking, of course, about Remnant 777. Now, it's been a while since my manic episode last year, wherein the secrets of the universe were revealed to me in a shocking, awing manner, and I felt fit to make up with Remnant and try to break bread with him peacefully. Since then, he has basically been, you know, shitting on my friend Yara and making videos like how leftist empathy is destroying the West. He seemed to appreciate my empathy when I was giving it to him, of course. But he's also recently called my banner on my YouTube channel. He said it was bad art, I think, if I recall correctly. So I just, you know, I'm not saying that like my heart's broken or nothing, but it seems as though, you know, my attempts to reach out have not really borne fruit. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover one of his videos here. How leftist empathy is destroying the West. And just give my honest take on it. And listen, Remnant, I know you watch these things, so if you happen to see this and you don't like what I have to say, there's not much I can do about it. We're very different people with different opinions. And I think mine are the correct ones. AI.
Toxic femininity. Now that's a really funny term in my opinion, because it makes me sound like I'm just some sort of butthurt right-winger who hates the term toxic masculinity. But the truth is, I deliberately picked it because it's a very accurate way to describe what's currently happening in the West. In fact, I hope by the end of the video, I've introduced to you a whole new perspective on how to view masculinity and femininity within our society. Let me explain. If you are a man, you were likely taught while you're growing up that you have to control your emotions, especially the negative ones, such as anger and rage. Why? Well, as a young man...
Yeah, I guess.
Man, you're filled up with tons of testosterone that can cause you to easily break the things around you that are valuable, or even hurt the people that are close to you.
Well, it's more like men are socialized such that they can't show any emotion. But the one emotion that they, you know, I'm not saying they're allowed to always show it, right? But the one emotion they don't get called like a sissy for showing is anger, you know? Like, oh, if you act too happy or giddy about something, well, then you're acting like a girl. If you cry about something, then you're acting like a girl. So the only outlet left is anger and aggression. So at least, like, you might get in trouble, but at least you're not going to be called a girl. Because what worse is there to be called as a boy?
Why emotional control is one of the first things you're taught as a young man. You're taught the dangers of violence and how to control it. And I would personally classify these traits like violence, dominance, assertiveness, all as masculine traits in themselves that are not inherently good or bad, but they are entirely dependent on the context. Like
dominance don't gotta be masculine. I'm just saying.
Getting angry and a family member? That's bad.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Why are we using a furry?
That's what the feminists usually refer to as toxic masculinity. However, if we take that same action...
Wait, what?
...referred to as toxic... That's what... Like getting angry and a family member? That's bad. Yeah, that's horrible. That's what the feminists usually refer to as toxic masculinity.
That's a huge oversimplification there. Toxic masculinity also negatively affects other men. And it's not always just like... it's not even necessarily always from a man. It can be from a woman saying, well, you got to man up. That's toxic masculinity. That's an example of toxic masculinity. And you can call it toxic femininity if you want, and you might be right. But toxic femininity stems from toxic masculinity because the masculine people are historically the ones who reinforce this dichotomy. And so, to the extent that there is toxic femininity, it always comes from toxic masculinity.
However, if we take that same action, being force, and use it against a criminal, that's a good thing. In that instance, you could even refer to it as positive masculinity. It's beneficial to society as a whole, depending on the context.
Would he still call it positive masculinity if, like, a woman did it? I am just curious.
What about femininity? How do we categorize it? Women do have higher levels of agreeableness overall, which is linked to emotions such as empathy and sympathy. Emotions that are rarely referenced.
Again, I don't know what source he's getting this from, but the agreeableness of women is not something that's innate as much as it is, like, socially constructed. Like, they're taught to be agreeable because they get punished otherwise.
In a negative way. We all know why it's important to control your negative emotions like sadness, anger, and rage. But when it comes to empathy, when was the last time you heard somebody say, you need to control your emotions, you need to cut down your empathy? Now,
actually, I did get some people saying, well, right-wingers don't deserve empathy. And that's why I've changed the moniker to critical empathy, because I think that gets the point across better, that, like, this is about understanding our enemy. You know, and then trying to pull them out, like, first resort, try to pull them over, right? But that doesn't work a lot of the time, not even most of the time. In fact, it rarely works. So, you know, the next step to that from that is to defend yourself if need be. You know, like, because the people whose minds we're trying to change are dangerous. So, you know, part of and that's where critical empathy comes in. Understanding your enemy will let you know better, like, what their plans are, if they're going to attack you, how they're going to attack you, what rights they want to take away, you know, all these things, and help you make smarter decisions. Because at the end of the day, again, empathy is putting yourself into the mindset of another individual. That's how I look at it.
However, you don't hear anybody say
that's all that means.
You certainly don't hear your parents teaching that to young men or women. Yet the more you learn about this emotion and how it affects us, you quickly realize it's extremely important to control this emotion. I was watching this one video by a YouTuber named Aiden Paladin. She made an interesting video talking about dark empaths. And I'm actually here to reference one of the interesting studies she mentions in the video. A study that was done on men and women concerning empathy.
Women also appear to be less able to restrict their empathy to appropriate targets, as illustrated in an experiment by Singer and colleagues in 2006. In this,
empathic neural responses are modulated by the perceived fairness of others. Okay.
And colleagues in 2006. In this study, male and female participants played a prisoner's dilemma-style game with two people they believed were other participants, but who were actually research confederates or actors. Players were asked to give points to their partners with the understanding that these points would be tripled. Their partners would then decide how many points to return. The points translated into real money paid out at the end of the experiment. Some Confederates played fairly, returning the same number of points they received. Others played unfairly, returning fewer points than they were given. Participants were also told that their partners might receive either a painful or non-painful electric shock, supposedly administered by the researchers.
This is very complex.
In reality,
but I'm following
no shocks were delivered. The Confederates were acting, but the participants believed the pain was real. While this was happening...
That's crazy that you would deliver a shock to somebody just because they stiffed you a couple bucks.
Participants' brain activity was measured using fMRI. When the unfair players received shocks, men showed reduced activation in the bilateral frontoinsula and the anterior cingulate cortex.
Yeah, because they're socialized to believe in, you know, like, you're emasculated. That's emasculation, right? Not getting returned what you're owed. That's emasculation. They just emasculated you. Of course you can shock them without feeling any sympathy for them or empathy. Not me, of course. I don't believe in that bullshit. I think that's bullshit. I wouldn't shock somebody just because they stiffed me a few bucks. I'd just be like, okay, fuck you, man, and move on with my day.
Brain regions strongly associated
At least I'd like to think
empathy
I would.
and the perception of others' pain compared to when fair players were shocked. In women, however, there was no significant reduction. In other words, men's empathetic neural response dropped when the person being harmed had behaved unfairly. Women's did not. These findings suggest
women aren't taught to value money as much as men. Like they value men who make money. That's one part of it, and then the other part of it is that they don't have the empathy programmed out of them.
that women continue to empathize, even with individuals who act immorally, whereas men's
In fact, it's quite the opposite. They are socialized to understand that if you don't do that, you'll be punished.
empathy appears to be more selective, primarily extending to those who have not earned punishment. Put simply, female empathy seems less conditional, while male empathy is more discerning.
And then she goes into amazingly autistic detail about how when you empathize with a person and you feel as if they're wronged or victimized, there's a part of you that seeks vengeance for that person, even though the quote-unquote victims in many cases are literal violent criminals, which is why so many individuals who self-proclaim themselves as empathetic can be so violent towards innocent individuals who did nothing wrong.
Hold on. I need to watch that again.
Quote-unquote victims in many cases are there's a part of you that seeks vengeance for that person, even though the quote-unquote victims in many cases are literal violent criminals, which is why so many individuals who self-proclaim themselves as empathetic can be so violent towards
Which violent criminals are you referring to, man? I mean, is he aware that like which violent criminal? The enemy comes by yacht, not by small boat. Refugees welcome, racist not. I mean, again, okay, so this is relevant. Is he aware, right, that the undocumented immigrants here, on average, commit less crime than like the average American citizens? The average of the American citizens. Like, is he aware of that? I'm just saying. So if you want to get rid of the violent people, like deport them, start with the U.S. citizens.
Proclaim themselves as empathetic can be so violent towards innocent individuals who did nothing wrong. While according to the left, they see themselves as protecting victims. And what it boils down to really at the end of the day is a matter of perspective and emotion. Let me go into more detail. Now, some people call this toxic empathy. I would say this is toxic femininity, though, because it comes from a very caring and nurturing place, a place that would benefit your children. Because even though they're extending empathy towards literal criminals, people who do not deserve it, this kind of love and empathy.
Okay, so what he's getting at is that like people who show empathy, like if you're a man and you show empathy to people, you're like a sissy or something. It's like a feminine thing to show empathy, right?
Has a place in our society, which is towards your children. Your children will mess up. They do
just your
need
children,
a source
nobody
of
else.
Unconditional love in life. That comes from their mother. Because people, much less
not their father, famously.
Children are not.
Fathers do not unconditionally love their children. That's not a real thing.
Perfect. This love is not toxic. It is entirely dependent on the context. However,
I'm sorry, he tries to sound so smart, and it's like the dumbest shit that he says.
This emotion cannot be allowed to control things in our justice system, period. I'm sorry, but the government should not become...
Okay, if you really feel that way, you should be fervently against Donald Trump. Because all of his decisions are based upon, is this going to make me look good? One. And two, is the person I'm doing this for, were they nice to me? Were they nice to me once? Because people who are nice to me get whatever they want from me. Donald Trump is the most emotional fucking baby that we've ever had as a president. Okay? And guess what? Notably, not a woman.
A mother that ends up loving their criminal children unconditionally. No. Instead, what we should do is lean into something much more cold and uncaring.
We get it, you silly goose. You only have empathy for evil. Are you talking to me? Or him? Oh no, you innocent fascist. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Something devoid of that unconditional love. It does not belong in many places in our society. And if we do not control this emotion, it will hijack us. Now, for the sake of argument, let's play devil's advocate here. Let's say that we're left-wing. What is a real criticism we could levy against this? Somebody on the left might make the claim that all of these are unsubstantiated assumptions. All I'm doing is taking this information and interpreting it through the lens of my own values.
It's complete pseudoscientific drivel. Like you used one study to say that women are more empathetic, and then from there you're like, well, actually we're like feminizing society and we're being too empathetic to like criminals. Like, and that's why like toxic like you're trying to tie a lot of ideas together, to be honest with you. But what I'm getting is, one, empathy is feminine. Two, too much empathy is bad. And three, our society is giving too much, or I guess the left is giving too much empathy the feminist left is giving too much empathy to criminals, which I don't think is the case. I just think, in my view, right, no matter what crime you commit, you can be rehabilitated. You can be rehabilitated, and then the Mott and Bailey fallacy, straw man, yeah, he's doing fallacies, of course. As a criminal, you can be rehabilitated and reintegrated into society. And I don't even think that that's like, it's not just a humanitarian thing. It's a consequentialist thing, right? Like, society is better off that way. That person can now be reintegrated and do work for us. People forget the most valuable asset we have on this planet is the human body. Okay? It is the most amazing instrument, and we just sit here and like pretend like it's not. Like, we can just throw humans away. Why would you do that? Why on earth would you fucking do that? Just fix the problem and then reintegrate them. Okay, you want to talk about rationality and logic? There you go. That is no emotions involved at all. That's just the rational, logical thing to do. But if you want to get humanitarian about it, yes, they absolutely fucking deserve that, okay? Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves to be able to contribute to society if they want to.
Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe we should give more mercy to these people who break the law. All I'm doing is just vilifying
break the law how?
A perfectly good trait. I haven't even demonstrated that this emotion is truly being hijacked. So in the end,
I remember this case. Okay.
How do I objectively know?
I don't remember anybody giving empathy to this fucking murderer, by the way.
This is what's happening.
It was just conservatives saying that leftists were doing it.
That this
they were definitely doing
is
it.
Being hijacked, and that toxic femininity exists.
Found incapable of proceeding to trial in Irina Zarutska's case. Maybe he was fucking insane. Being in an insane asylum is also not a great place to be, just so you know.
If you have any of those thoughts or objections...
The point is he needs to be separated from society, and so long as that happens, we're good.
That's good, because for you, I do have irrefutable evidence that this is objectively what is happening.
They didn't just let the fucking guy go.
That your emotions such as empathy can be hijacked and weaponized against the wrong people. None of this is simply a matter of perspective. Because what if the thing you were empathizing with wasn't even real? Creatures is a game that was made in 1996 for the computer.
Please, no,
it was one of the first instances of a game utilizing AI neural networks for their characters that they called Norns. Norns didn't have pre-programmed behaviors. Instead, they relied on a punishment and reward system. If you wanted to encourage a behavior, you would tickle your creature, or to discourage it, you would slap them. From this, you could even breed special types of norms that had behaviors passed down to them by their parents. And this sparked their...
This is Pavlovian conditioning, got it.
...own communities at the time. And given that you could also share your norms with a file, communities online started to form around this game. And they fell in love with these AI norms.
This is so stupid.
So much to the point that there were even adult men crying when their favorite norm died. This is how emotionally attached many people...
Actually, I cried when my Chow got sent away in Chow Garden. My sister was fucking evil.
People became to their norms, to something that, again, isn't real. These people were so dedicated that they created their own communities called
Where's he going with this?
Also known as the House for...
Yeah, of course we empathize with things that aren't real. Of course. We empathize with fictional characters. That's why we cry at movies. What's your point? Where are we going with this?
And neglected norns. And as a challenge, they would download that norn to rehabilitate them. And these people would describe themselves as extremely loving and empathetic. Does that remind you of anything? This is where things get interesting, because not everybody loved these little creatures known as Norns. No, some of them actively terrorized them. Some would even purposely breed and train self-destructive behaviors in these Norns. They would literally ties the AI to the point that it couldn't sleep or eat, and it would eventually die. And the Norn lovers would hate this, saying that they weren't allowed to use their website to download Norns. This was wrong. It was...
That's crazy. Actually, I'm kind of invested now. This is kind of wild.
Inhumane. And the Norns, as they would call themselves, end up creating their own community called...
I don't know who's crazier, the people who torture the fictional rat-looking things, or the people who are like, you're not allowed to do that.
Tortured Norns. where they would actively share their Norns and talk about how they hate them so much. Now let me ask you, how do you think the group of people who call themselves very loving and empathetic reacted to this? Did they A, ignore them, or did they B, report this website to try and get it taken down?
Why would you report the website for what? For not allowing people to use it if they tortured their Norns? That's their right. That's their website. They can keep out whoever they want. Okay, they have a website where they care very deeply about these creatures, and they have neglected, badly behaved Norns or whatever that they want to adopt off. And part of that service is that you can't be a Norn torturer. I feel like this is like A plus B equals C type shit. Like, it makes perfect sense to me. I'm not saying that it's like they're all there for doing this. It seems a little silly, but at the same time, it seems, you know, like I understand it. I get the rules, and I don't think that it's a good... Why would you report this website? For what? For not letting people torture the gentrified Tamagotchis, as Queen Laura says?
And if you guessed C, sending a fucking to their house, you would be correct. That's what they did. The community
Wow.
that saw...
Okay, actually, that's pretty crazy. But just because those people describe themselves as empathetic because they took good care of these things, like, I don't know.
Themselves as extremely loving, caring, and empathetic, sent
That
death
is wild.
threats to real people over them hurting fictional characters that couldn't feel any pain. Again,
they are very empathetic. Their empathy is kind of geared toward non-living beings.
This is an objective example of people's emotions being hijacked to have...
But they're not being... But what the key here is they're being selectively empathetic. They're not being empathetic to the people who are torturing these things and understanding, okay, well, they just see this as a game and not real, and therefore it would be inappropriate of me to send a pipe bomb to their house. So it's selective empathy. In fact, I would say it's not enough empathy. They need to be feeling empathy for those people as well.
Sympathy and empathy for something that isn't even real, and as a result being directed at real life...
Focus on what his first claim was. Well, his very first claim is leftist empathy is destroying the West. This is a giant gish gallop and red herring. He did kind of jump all over the place, didn't he?
Human beings. Politics
Whatever.
aside,
I'm just along
whether
for the
you're
ride at
left-wing
this
or
point.
right-wing, you cannot disagree with this. This is an objective fact. And we politics have sympathy and empathy for something that isn't even real, and as a result being directed at real-life human beings. Politics aside, whether you're left-wing or right-wing, you cannot disagree with this. This is an objective fact. And we have even more examples of this.
It's
This is
inappropriate
something that's
behavior,
plagued authors
yes.
for hundreds of years. I mean, look at Arthur Doyle. He originally killed off Sherlock Holmes at one point, but because he received so many angry letters and threats, he was forced to bring back Sherlock Holmes
That's kinda
from
wild.
the dead. And it happens all the time with authors, especially when they kill off fictional characters that are extremely loved by the fans.
Okay, but we're talking about having empathy for, like, real people. Not like digital monsters, not like Sherlock Holmes from the fictional story, right? We're talking about real people. We're talking about people with, like, flesh, blood, feelings, goals, aspirations, flaws. You know, like, we're talking about real flesh and blood people here.
They end up falling in love with a fictional character and having empathy for them. So when they end up being wronged or killed, he becomes a victim to the evil author that killed them. It sounds pretty psychotic, but it's true. However, in most cases, again, there's nothing that different about these people from you or me. Sure, these are extreme fanatics, and they're a bit wacky, you could say, but I wouldn't classify them as having some sort of personality disorder. I genuinely think that this is largely fueled by a lack of emotional control.
We anthropomorphize. What's his point? His point is that he's comparing fictional creatures to real people. Like people he considers criminals.
a lack of control over your empathy and sympathy.
Which
they
is
never
wild.
stop to control their emotions when they read this extremely emotional piece of writing, something that invokes a huge amount of sadness, anger within us. It reminds me of a movie called Misery. It was
Come
originally
on.
a book written by Stephen King, but it was about a famous author.
We're so away from the original fucking point now. The original point was about toxic femininity.
Named Paul. Paul was an author of a successful series that was coming to an end, and when he was driving to the office to get his last book published, he crashed his car into the middle of nowhere. But luckily, he was rescued by one of his biggest fans, Annie. She even decided to take care of Paul while he was recovering from his injuries, and as a thanks to her, he let her read his unpublished book that he just finished writing. The problem though is, Paul killed off a main character that she loved in the book, and this caused her to have an extreme reaction, such a strong reaction that she kept him trapped inside of her house until he rewrote the book where the character didn't die off. He eventually escapes the house, but that character, the concept, that reaction she had, there's a lot.
Is Martin Baileying? Yeah, I mean, of course.
A lot about this character that is incredibly real, and we see this crossing over into politics. I think that is what's happening. And I think it's important to understand that this character, these fanatics, the people who fell in love with these AI creatures, they aren't that different from us. You can view them as irrational,
Okay, get to the
insane,
fucking
deranged, and
point!
twisted, but I don't believe they're genuinely that different from any of us.
Wrap it up!
Let me explain to you. This is the
Put a
most
bow on it.
important part of the video. Look at this homeless addict. He is on the side of the road.
Okay,
He has
this is very weird. Is this AI generated? It is, right?
nothing in life, and he's even missing his teeth. Society looks at these people with disgust. What's wrong with you? How could you let yourself fall apart like this? But the truth is, do you think that these people consciously decided and knew that their lives would turn out this way? Do you think that there's anybody that wakes up in the morning and says,
The West is simultaneously the strongest thing to ever grace the planet in terms of setting standards, but so fragile that it breaks to empathy.
That is true. Thank you very much, Sakatino, for another 5 tier 1 gifted subs. As always, appreciate you.
I want knew that their lives would turn out this way. Do you think that there's anybody that wakes up in the morning and says, I want to become a homeless addict who has no teeth and is sitting on the side of the road?
This is what I say. This is my line here. I agree.
Now sure, tons of homeless people voluntarily live out that lifestyle. They continue to choose their addiction over changing their life. But when they fall into that lifestyle, they're usually...
Nobody chooses addiction, man. That's not a choice, okay? It's a disease. A disease they need help with.
Completely ignorant. The person in this image looked like this. They were just like you or me, and they were not that different from us. Yet it only takes 1 or 2 mistakes, and your life will turn out like this. When we're living a normal, happy, healthy life, we are incredibly quick to look at these people and think to ourselves, this person
What
could
is
never
his
be
point?
me. But listen to my warning real quick. If you are that person and you think that way, you are at most risk of becoming this type of person. The truth is, you are simply ignorant on what it takes to get down that path. How easy it is to fall in.
The people who are the most empathetic are the most likely to be homeless? Why? Wait, how did we get here? What is he talking about? Yeah, I don't know what game this is either. Is he gonna, like, wrap this back around?
Into it. It takes
What's
1 or
this
2
music?
simple mistakes to just ruin your life. Now look at these people on the left. They act irrationally, they look insane. What they're doing is incredibly evil, but they are not.
That was a very well-timed death, I will say. Was that on purpose?
People on the left to just ruin your life. Now look at these people on the left. They act irrationally, they look insane. What they're doing is incredibly evil, but they are not that different from you or I. In this case, we have established...
Okay, I see what he's doing. He's comparing homeless people to leftists now. Oh. He's calling us diseased. He's saying, oh, it's like being an addict on the street. Being a leftist, you know, like they're just addicted to empathy. Like, There's way too many plot threads here, brother. You gotta learn how to like summarize your points and put it all into a nice, neat narrative. Okay? This is too much.
If you just don't even control your emotions like empathy and sympathy, it is incredibly easy to fall down that exact same path. If things were just slightly different for either of you, the roles could easily be reversed. You could be the insane person who views themselves as incredibly loving, caring, and kind, while acting and committing violence against innocent people. You are not that different from them. Because if you...
Okay, committing violence against people who are themselves committing violence could be viewed as defense. I'm just saying. Like, at a certain point, it becomes defense. So if you really want to be empathetic about it, that's probably why those people do what they do. All right? Even the ones who do it fictionally. I'm not defending them. Okay? Even the ones who do it for fictional characters. All right? This is what real empathy looks like, though. You really want to tackle like the people who are the whatever they're called, the goblin people, like who were super empathetic for those goblins and then like firebomb somebody's house, right? They thought they were protecting something. They thought they were doing a defensive action. More than likely. Okay? They were trying to stop somebody from torturing other creatures. Okay? The insane part is that those creatures weren't real. Okay? You know who is real? Immigrants. Immigrants are real. Okay? So when ICE agents get attacked, usually those people think that they're defending real fucking immigrants. And sometimes they are. I'm just letting you know that.
Don't understand this concept, you are the most vulnerable into falling into this trap. The same trap you are judging them so harshly for falling into. I want to end the video on a special note. I was talking to my father about this, and what he said really stuck with me.
My dad.
It really goes back to the old wise saying, "There, but by the grace of God, I go." If I could choose anything, it would be that everybody
Why did this turn into like an emotional video? What happened?
Away with that mentality.
It's turned into a draw my life bit.
After watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you all so much to the Patreon.
Yeah. Okay, man. Okay, well, I mean, he's probably gonna watch this, so if and when he does, listen. I really am not trying to be mean these days, but like, this was all over the place. It was nonsense. Like, you started off with toxic femininity and then moved over to like talking about how leftists, you too can fall into leftism. Like, it loosely connects. There's a through line, but we just got so far away from the first words that showed on the screen. This. You didn't wrap back around to the main point. That's just basic etiquette for video scripting, man. You're not good at this. And also use a fuck ton of AI, and I don't respect that. So, yeah. If you're watching this, sorry, it was kind of a dog shit video. I don't agree with it, and I think that you make I will say this, you make some interesting connections in your brain. You make some interesting brain connections.
Wealth, fame, power.
Okay, I'll take a look at that in a second. Me when I hit the empathy pipe.
Get on with it. Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Can I show this?
Oh, I am enjoying this scene.
Get on with it.
Well, hope I don't get demonetized. We want women to live, not get harassed and not be harmed. Toxic femininity. Yeah, exactly. No, he was saying empathy is toxic femininity. Like, people are being too empathetic and letting criminals get away with it. That was a Mott and Bailey. Yeah, I read that. For a big claim, then back up to a safe claim that's harder to argue against. Great hat, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom and then decide what to do. So stick around, enjoy the music. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm kind of in the mood for debating somebody, but I don't have anybody to debate. Oh well. You guys, I'm thinking about giving you guys a choice. Would you guys rather watch me play League of Legends or Sonic Adventure 2? Because since I have this talk with Cirrus coming up, I figured I could try to 100% Sonic Adventure 2. Is an anvil a table? I guess it could be. I'm fucking staying if there's Sonic Adventure 2. That's a pretty raving endorsement. Maybe we'll do Sonic Adventure 2. Excuse me. I closed all their tabs now. Okay. Sonic Adventure 2 and then Shadow the Hedgehog are the two games that I played pretty, like the two Sonic games that I played pretty heavily back in the day. Okay, hope this isn't too loud. Yeah, it's a little loud. Okay, it's a lot loud. Please turn it down for you guys. Okay, that's better. Boink. My ears? Sorry. Sorry.
File select.
If I'm gonna get all A's though, that does mean... What the hell? Oh no, wait, I gotta restart. Gotta delete.
File select.
New file's fine. We'll just have to remember.
Story select.
Alright, hero or dark first? I loved getting A ranks on the driving levels. Those were fun. It's like 3 a.m. here. You should probably go to bed. But I won't stop you from staying here. It's your choice. I have one vote for hero. I think Live and Learn is the best rock theme song the Sonic series ever had. It's gotten me copyright before, so hopefully it doesn't do that again. No touching walls is very hard. Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go. Control tower. We have you on radar.
Report cargo status of captured hedgehog board. Over. That's a 10-4.
Desktops are obviously better. I think it's still a little loud. Oh, hold on. Is my mouse broken? Hold on. There it is. Okay. Sorry, I interrupted one of the best cutscenes in the game. We'll do 7.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that hedgehog!
It's a little janky.
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better.
I like running better. Oh yeah, City Escape triggers the copyright too, I forgot.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
At the speed of sound. The most iconic Sonic song ever. Okay, I wanted the coins, but I'll take it. Or the rings, rather. Okay, I didn't get the max points that I could, but I think it's still A. As long as I keep getting points. It's a little jank. I wish it wasn't so jank. Son of a bitch. It's fine. We press on. Chow key, obviously. Ah! Just a speed thing. Always felt like blue ball's going on the rails without the bounce upgrade. I know. The bounce upgrade helps so much. Come on, come on, get the thing, get the thing. Oh, son of a bitch. All those suck. Why'd I get these shitty animals? Give me all these. I don't know if it's worth it to backtrack for rings or if the time is more valuable. I got the OG consoles for the Sonic games. That's sick. I'm so jealous. My mom said I can't have the consoles.
Here we go.
Oh, I didn't get the unicorn. Fuck. Oh well. Blue balls or no, we hit these. Go! Sonic, you fool. Jammin'. No, no, no. Give me the... Whatever. I missed it anyway. I can still get an A, I believe. Oh, momentum. Listen. The OG console is actually easier to grind with. Son of a bitch. I usually hit that one. Boing. Boing, boom, boom.
Yes!
Come on, give me the A. Give me that A. You know it's an A. Hell yeah.
That was cool!
I'm not sure whether or not the Chow are the same. I think they are. So I already have Chow, so I'm not sweating it. I barely did anything with them. Oh, okay, yeah, the kindergarten's there. That means we already have Chow. Not sweating it. Let's take a look at who we got here. We got Punchy. I believe I called you Punchy because I wanted to make you a power type, and then we got Flipper, whom I wanted to make a swim type. No. Here.
Don't worry, buddy.
Son of a bitch. It's harder to do it with the chow drives than with the animals. Whatever. This game of tag is boring.
I'm out here. Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on.
Bigfoot reporting to headquarters.
Holding on for a hero / gangplank galleon. What are rings but Sonic coins? Good point. Boink. No, you don't. Boink. Ah, my controller! Can you not do that? Son of a bitch, I almost had it. Whatever. Oh, fuck! It's fine. Boink. The planet of the Chow billboard. Are you open to game recommendations? Not necessarily telling him to change games. I mean, I'm open to it. You can always go to the Discord server and leave your suggestion there, too. I love the tags of the stream versus the rest of the stream. Should I change the tags? I guess I should, huh?
I know what's going on.
Why is Asmongold still there? No. Okay, maybe it's just on my screen.
So, where do you think you're going with that emerald?
Why does it keep doing that? This is so scuffed.
You fake hedgehog! Chaos control!
Does this count as and more? I'll leave that up to you guys. I feel like the 6-lane wide Mack truck is more dangerous to the city than Sonic could be. Don't think about it too hard.
I'm the world's ultimate life form. Farewell.
It's so not... Like, the audio track is so not good. I think there are mods that fix that. I think there are mods that fix the audio tracks. It's one of the funkiest songs in the whole game. Knuckles theme.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine.
The black one is not Sonic? Well, yeah.
The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful.
That's Shadow.
What the? What? Look who's calling who a thief.
Is this Sonic 06? No. This is so much better than that.
This is the Master Emerald, is it not? Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I guess I can use it for something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead. Not if I can help it.
Like the Master Emerald, I'm sure I can use it for something.
What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald.
Look what you did to my emerald.
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
There are some awesome mods for SA quality of life. Yeah, honestly, we might have to tap into that.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me.
I do have the mod manager.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
We'll leave it for now. We don't use... Listen, we're Costco guys. We don't use... Of course we don't use radar on Knuckles levels. Okay, the only time that, or sorry, the only factor that matters on Knuckles levels is time. That's literally it. Like, rings will give you, oh, hold on. Hello. Rings will give you some points, but like, the time is everything. Hello. Okay, and then I'd probably go down. Yes, indeedy. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Oh. Hold. Boink.
I found them.
The monitors will decrease score. Yeah, that's why we don't use them. If they didn't decrease score, it would make total sense to use them. The speedrunners use only one. The speedrunners memorize all the locations of all the emeralds using only one radar. Oh shit, I didn't get the Sonic or the Chow box. I've watched these cutscenes so many times I almost want to skip them, but yeah, I didn't get the Chow key. We'll get it next time. Meow, 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 meow.
Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way. What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman, too. What's Amy
Yes, they
doing?
can be skipped, yeah.
Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger.
Because she's in danger. They really did my boy Tails dirty in this game, though, I must say. Like, keeping him in the robot the entire game except for the Chow Garden is abysmal. This is so hard. Genuinely, the rematch with him is very difficult. Checkouts and gas stations have the sonic ring noise when you make a purchase. I know! I know, I've always wondered why.
This time I'll let you go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
His boss fights are shit and his levels are kind of boring. They're a little boring.
Wow, Tails, you did it.
The Sonic levels are peak. The Knuckles levels are okay. But the Tails levels are just bleh.
Dangerous here?
It's too slow.
I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic. Again? Hurry. I know Eggman's up to no good again. Okay, you stay here and I'll be right back. Don't leave without me. I want to help Sonic too.
In exchange for Tails time trial races, we got Eggman Yosh. Yosh. Okay, it's fine if I get hit and lose my rings. That does not necessarily entail a loss. Like not a loss, like not getting an A. On Sonic levels, that would mean you do not get an A. If you get hit, you basically don't get an A. But on Tails levels, it's not as big of a deal. Your points come primarily from destroying robots. In, like, succession. So you want to, like, rack up... Hi. That was close. You want to, like, rack up a lot in a row like that. You want to laser... Yeah, there we go. Boink. No? Okay. It still doesn't hurt to keep your rings if you can. Okay. Give me you. I want animals. I like raising chows with animals. Oh. Perfect. Come here. Here, you. You're just what I needed. Okay, I need some swim animals, please. Big chain attacks, yeah. Our chains hang low, they wobble to the floor. You gotta be careful though, because you can't hold those forever. Okay, you can go up here. What's up here again? Oh, cool. Okay, I'll take it. Boink. That's actually very nice that I have that. I think the laser goes blue when it's about to time out. Yeah, it like starts to shrink. Okay, there's a thingy there. Yes. Golden Beetle is a must. Big Changus. Indeed. Oh! I'd rather not lose my bubble. Even though I think I'm almost done. Oh, here we go. Thank God I can go really fast, because I really need to right now. Man, it's such a good thing that I could go really fast there. I did not get a swim animal, unfortunately, but that is okay.
I did it!
Not a fan of Amy's theme. I like them all. Sweet, sweet, yo, sweet. Come on, baby. 25G's gotta be... That was so stupid. Now I gotta redo that whole fucking thing. I'm mad for you. It's fine. If everything were a win, you'd never know what it feels like to win. You know? Gotta take the good with the bad. You take. And the reason that I want this specifically to be a powerhouse is because he has either an A or an S in power, I forget which. Or a B, possibly a B. I'm not gonna sit here and do this forever. In case you were worried about that. We're gonna go to like level 10, maybe. And then I'll enter him in a race real quick. Just to start chipping away at it. But this is very tedious. And annoying. I love the Chow Garden, I just wish that it weren't this, you know? Chow Garden, we have to, we need A's. We're almost there. Go away. Beat it, punk.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah. It's actually better not to level them up too much until they evolve. Because when they evolve, whatever category they evolve into, they get a boost. So we'll do level 10 and then we'll stop. Ah, fuck. Stand still.
Everything will be okay.
Now stand still. Okay. Almost there. Son of a bitch. Just take it. Okay. I wish there was a standalone current day Chow Garden. I wish they had done, like, something more with the Chow Garden. It is crazy that they never revisited this. It's got, like, a cult following. We go power. They fucked up the Stump Valley. This did say Stump Valley in the original. Block Canyon. Yes, this is the one. That's awesome, Sam Zanity. Okay, go Punchy. Look at him go. That's my boy. Get your ass up there, go. Quit slacking. You didn't beat them by enough, not acceptable. I can't tell which one is yours. Yeah, who's to say? I do wish that there were a little bit more variety in, like, the comm chows. But it's whatever. Alright, we'll leave it at that for now. We gotta get back to, like, interesting gaming. The real shit.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose's
Yeah, they did not need to make the Chow Garden this grindy. Yeah.
How'd you
Yeah, Amy forcing a proposal.
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
That black hedgehog.
Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way.
I thought
Stupid.
I had you this time.
He can fit through those bars? Yes!
That black hedgehog
Yes! I know.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway?
The point remains the same. There was a way to trap him and they did it.
Hey, Sonic, he's such a brat sometimes.
Lol. Okay, here we go. This is one of the best levels. Oh man, I missed the whale at the beginning. Whatever, we got penguins here. Boink. Don't need you. I do need you. Come here. Why is this one so tricky to get? I don't like that. Okay, we go up. Okay, nice to have these finally. I love this game, but it's so cheesy and weird sometimes, indeed. Oh, it does not hold up to scrutiny. I fully admit that, like, this is not, like, a polished, well-crafted game. It's very fun. But it is janky, and it's awkward and cringe, and, like, but that's part of the fun. You know? I stand by it. Fine. Just give me all the animals. Oh, fuck! No, no, no! Oh, fuck me. Ah, so close. I'm restarting the whole level. I'm getting an A. I gripped my fucking hair IRL. That's so funny. We can do better this time anyway. We can get more rings. I should have gotten those robots. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, there we go. Artemis left without you, indeed. No! What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Fuck me. Alright, last restart. Come on. It was the style at the time? Indeed. There's a charm to it. Oh, I missed the Chow key. I'll just get it at the end. Last one. Last one. Fuck. I'm usually so good at this level. What happened? Okay, I'm being a little more careful this time. I don't care how many restarts will I do. My pride's on the line. Okay. Alright, it all comes down to this, baby. Go! You asshole! Go! I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I can't do it. You fucking asshole! Fine, I'm not mad. It's fine, I'm not mad. Fucking A, man. The boundaries in that segment are unforgiving. I used to, like, dash through that. I don't know what happened. I could speedrun that shit. This really will be the last one. I can't keep doing this level over and over. We can secure the A later. Cortisol check. Div. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's the juice. That's the juice, baby. Come on. That's the weave right there. Go, 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 go. Okay, we got time. Just take it. Just go. Okay, easy. Easy money. It just takes some finesse. A little skill. Okay? Just a touch, and you're good. The magic touch right there. Yeah, oh, fuck me. Whatever. I'll have 99 lives before you know it. First try. First try every time. Come on. If I don't get an A, I will be pissed.
I have such respect for Sega allowing the fans to hold Sage every year and work with them on occasion.
Hold Sage? I don't know what Sage is. Sonic Adventure... I don't know. Thank you very much for another 5 tier 1 gifted subs, though. Okay, we got swim aminals. So we train you. a bit. Which swim animal? We give you the whale. Shit. I won't do this after every level, probably. I think I'll do it like once per character after, son of a bitch, after Sonic. Sage is Eggman's daughter. Really? Sonic Amateur Games Expo? That's awesome, actually. Nintendo could never. Okay. Will you get out of the way? Level 10, quick race, and we get back to it. We also want one of these guys to be angels and the other to be an angel and one of them to be a demon. So we can maximize our garden output. The Chow economy is rough out there. Alright, 2 more, I think. Yeah. Just take. Okay. Quick race. Sega Amateur Games Expo? That's awesome. Either way. Crap pool. We used to always laugh it sounded like crap pool. We thought that was the most hilarious thing on the planet. Sage is Eggman's daughter from Sonic Frontiers, but I assumed the capitalization implied it was an event. That's also what I assumed. But yeah, thank you very much for the subs, and thank you for letting me know that. Oh, fucking own them, Flipper. Own those motherfuckers. Watch them drown. Don't you love that sound? How could you not love this part of the game? We all thought Chaos was the strongest power in the universe, but it might be the Chows. Okay, get moving. The worst part, though, is leveling up their stamina, by far. I cannot stand sitting there, watching them toss fucking fruit away over and over and over again for like an hour. Until finally they have level 100 stamina, and you just breathe a sigh of relief. And then you do it all over again with the next one. Turning into Michael Phelps, indeed. Look at that reach. This feels so much like training your Digimon. I actually started playing Digimon. I'm playing the Digimon Digital World game or whatever that's on Steam. It wasn't too expensive. It like starts you off with it puts you in like the world of like the digital world, and then like you're a hacker, and you get your first. I got Palmon for my first Digimon.
Hey, that's that blue hedgehog again of all places. I found you, Faker. Faker. I think you're the fake hedgehog around
Who's
here.
that black hedgehog?
You're comparing yourself to me? Huh. You're not even good enough to be I'll make you eat those words. There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance.
Oh yeah, no. Chows have a lot of effort put into them. Needlessly so, I must say. Because, like, the genetics are impressive, right? Like, the way that they develop and stuff is very impressive. But then, like, the training is so stupid and needlessly grindy.
Do you know who I am?
Bum, da, bum, da, bum, da, bum. Yeah, they're way too good for, like, what they ended up doing with them. Hated when your Digimon all turned to literal crap? I haven't reached that part of the game. Yeah, you might recognize this song. This is the one that plays at the beginning of all my streams. Like the very beginning. Never get enough of it. Why is it so fucky? That was not on me. Can you not? Okay, this one's actually kind of hard to get an A on, if I recall. Did I have on the PS1 game when you didn't take care of them? That kind of sounds really annoying, not gonna lie. Pokemon did not degrade over time, I will say that. They just sat there and waited patiently for you. They could be waiting patiently right now. Get that? Yes. Okay, there's a thing back here. There you are. This doesn't do anything for me, but I'm taking it anyway. Completioning this bitch. Ah! Whoa! Don't usually do that. Okay, purple bubble is not always the best on Sonic and Shadow because of the light dash. But I think it's fine on this level. Yeah, purple bubble is not, like, great all the time. Ah. Green bubble's fantastic. So, do you go? Okay. Gotta find that spring. Boink. Okay, that's gotta be an A. Yes! Yeah, Tails and Knuckles, it's whatever, but with Sonic, like, you need the light dash. Yes, yes! Cool. Give it to me. How's Sonic Adventure going? It's going well. We're just watching this island blow up with people on it. Casually watching some terrorism take place.
Sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find
Pumpkin Hill, you ready? I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just a old creep. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, we use one. It's about to fall off. That helps me not at all. But thank you. I will not be using any more of those. Hello. I see what it meant. Hello, Extremverse. Welcome. That looked eerily similar to Ohara? Don't say such things. What's Ohara? What are you talking about? There never was an Ohara. Not on any map I've seen. Oh, hello.
It's close. One more left.
Told you we don't need those radars. Oh, hello.
It's closer.
Okay. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? What the fuck? Thank you. The center of all three scarecrows? Shut up.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I was disoriented. Okay, I'm not sticking around long. We'll do another race, though. You... Do we have any red boys? No, we shouldn't be training them more. Quick race. I didn't know until the last second, though. Okay, got it. We'll do power again. It's shorter. Go. Don't dally. Mischievous looking fucker in the middle, indeed. I'll be damned if I ever get a child that looks like that. That thing's going straight to the forest. Okay. Yes! I did have a mod for this. I had a mod that put you-know-what in this. I think I'm gonna let this run while I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Look! Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh,
That creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
It's got to be the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, that's the reason they were looking for him. Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like magnets. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Got it! The three of you. That means me too. Hey, wait! Which way should I go? Earthquakes.
Okay, one sec. I'm dying because this is the instant start of an E rank. Who cares? Who cares? We just restart these. I wanted more pizza. I had some earlier on a break. Honestly, not 100% sure I'm up for this right now. I'll do one more. We'll do an easy one. And then I'm calling it. Need a hundo. Easy peasy. Damn it. Easy. Have a good night, no one.
That was cool.
All right. I think I'm good.
Stage
Okay. Who do we raid? I'm just going to do a Twitch raid. I don't feel like setting it up on YouTube. Actual Jake's live. Okay. Raid's happening. Thank you all very much for coming in. Love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And I will see you on the next stream, whenever that may be. Hopefully later this week, but I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up shifts yet or not. So take care. Until then, And